Hello everyone, welcome to Anno 1800. This is the first episode of the campaign. Let's get right into the game. So this is going to be my perspective of the campaign walkthrough. I'll teach you guys how I play the game and how to play, maybe some tips and tricks.
Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now,
I'm loving the
a
cutscene.
1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything. I didn't even know you had a sister.
So it looks like he hasn't been responding to his family's letters.
Pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is.
Alright, so here we go. This is going to be the start. Let's see what tasks he has for us.
You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food.
Short indeed. Everyone needs food.
Remember when... Here it is. Just get plenty of distance on the...
Alright, so let's get this dynamite, and let's see what we gotta do next. I think he was talking about us getting some fish. Alright, so here's the fish, so let's see what we gotta do. See how many, let's see if we can get two of them at the same time. Hopefully these two cross path. See if I can,
You do have an eye for opportunity. After all, it's not TNT the locals are short of.
I got the double shot, which is nice.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that boom?
They're not expecting queen parrotfish. Anything with fins will do.
Alright, let's bring the fish over to the fisherman
All the
and get that ticket.
fish they could ever want.
With that first bang, I knew it was you. So, come show me what you got this time.
We got fish for you, buddy.
Ah, that burnt reek. Ugh. Hand over whatever it is and I'll help you get rid of it. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
Alright, let's get on this boat, see where we're heading. He did say he wasn't answering the letters to his father and
So,
family.
this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
So it's nice to see him bring his friend along this journey. I guess they're both going together to see back home what's going on. Sounded like something urgent.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it?
High treason.
Stand by, knowing gentle father is
That's a pretty bad accusation.
It must kill him. Please come home. We need you.
I'm surprised he only saw one letter and read a little bit into it and didn't even rush. Sounded like she needed some serious help. Pretty
Is it
insane.
really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
City looks incredible. Hopefully we can get our city looking like this. Love the industrial factories and how that look. The 1800s look.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. dear father's funeral begins.
I think wealth is an understatement for his family basically holding an entire city. Now there's an evil uncle.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Kind of sad he took it from his brother.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
I wonder if someone's using him like a puppet, holding him from the back, and just controlling him. Might not be the only evil person.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditch water.
So it looks like
End of the world.
we're gonna have to fight
I
for
hope
that
you
city
like it
back.
Quiet.
Alright, chapter 1. A Tale of Two Brothers. Here we go. Figure out what is going on between the brothers.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Well-
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes,
Everyone's
but
got to start
if
somewhere.
you're not at all like father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
So there is definitely a lot of abandoned structures here. So I guess that's what she was talking about. That we're going to have to clear it. So our first task is we're going to have to build a marketplace. Obviously some residences or homes. And then we have to attract 50 farmers. So that's basically going to be the backbone of everything. Is going to be the farmers. Because you need farmers to grow food for more people, you know, to continue to grow in that town. So I'm going to want the city to, you know, have some modesty to it. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to just extend the road over here, because I'm going to need first some lumberjack huts, and then afterwards we're going to be building some sawmills to create some production of the wood, and then, you know, getting this timber, we're going to be able to build what we need. So what I like to do is, for now, I'm just going to put one here. So 100% efficiency, that's what we're looking for. And then I'm going to place a second one. Make sure I turn them off, just because we don't have any people right now. So what you need to do, or at least I like to do, is keep everything close to the warehouse, at least as much as you can. It just creates the efficiency to the peak that it can run. So I'm going to put this warehouse here. And now usually for one lumberjack hut, you can support at least one sawmill. So we'll probably be able to fit in 3, but for now I'm just going to put in 2. Add 1.
Timber. Very good. I'll
2.
try not to think of the coffin.
For now, I'm going to just have 1. So now we got to get the town set up. So we're going to run it down in the middle, just to give a good look to the town. I'm going to have space in between. Later on, we can add decoration, so it almost like, you know, something runs to the main town center over here. Extend the road here. Going to extend the road a little bit on this side. Now, I'm going to add some residences. So we have 20 lumber. So let's see how many homes we can fit.
You reached a new milestone.
So if you guys have watched my other videos, what I like to do is leave a space.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition?
This guy is asking for some debts back. So now he's just going to
As
continuously
you are so
bother me.
desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Wow, so this guy's, his brother dies and now he wants the cost of his funeral paid back.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard, picking and choosing what he inherits.
Yep, it's quite disgusting. Okay, so what I like to do is usually leave some space. So later on, I'm going to, you know, just decorate the city to give it more, like you'll get points for influence, and then it also helps out how everything is so people don't get, you know, sick and stuff. Because once you start adding the industrial factories, you're going to create almost like smog effects, and then people will get sick and stuff. It avoids the less, you know, less hospitals you'll have to add, or clinics. So I'm going to extend the homes here. I'll add a different, you know, some different designs within the town center just to give it, you know, somewhat of a unique look. Okay, we don't have enough for the market. That's okay. So now we have at least some farmers. We have 6. So I'm going to add or turn on 1 lumberjack hut and then 1 timber. Okay, perfect. So we're still 9 deficit of farmers. So we need, I think it's 10. So 10 lumber. So we're going to be able to take down some abandoned,
slander, Edvard,
some
Prince
abandoned
of Bright Sands.
or destructed buildings.
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens. I am so ashamed of every single word your uncle had me print.
So Edvard the Savior. So I guess they're considering the evil uncle to be the savior here. Interesting. So it says Mr. Edward Good speaks of bold new era. Nice. For good sons, nobly bearing the burden, terrible traitor brother dropped at his door. Nice accusation. Great way to treat your family. Traitor dies mysteriously in prison. So he actually dies in some sort of prison. I wonder if we'll be able to discover this prison later on. Island sale calamity. So I guess some island, looks like almost like a Caribbean area, was sold off too. So very interesting. A lot to unpack here. So we'll definitely discover what's going on throughout the episodes and see how the story unfolds.
He twists every article in his favor at our and father's expense.
Yep, he has the power of the press. So what we need is some timber. So I'm going to deconstruct the abandoned, you know, village, whatever this is. So throughout this island, there's like a bunch. So you'll have some that will give bricks. So that will be these ones, obviously, because you can see the bricks. And then, ooh, these people are not happy. And I should have built on marketplace first. Okay, so I'm going to continue taking down some of these villages to get more wood. So throughout the island, you just keep going through to see what you can get. So, you know, why not just maximize the amount of wood you're able to acquire here. So I'm just gonna get all of these going. I think that one is bricks, yeah. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what else we can get. Another one over here, so that's 4. So they're smaller ones, so just keep your eye out when you're starting the game. 5. That one's bricks. There's none here. There's one here. Another one there. Another one there. And there's probably more lurking somewhere, so let me wait for these ones. Perfect. Nice. Great. So let's collect what's last. Just lying around. Perfect. Okay. And I think that's good enough. So just going around the island, I got a little bit more than 66 because I collected more. So it was probably around like 70 or 80 wood. Just timber. Just looking around the island. So before you start anything early on in any game, so skirmishes, like let's say if you're playing against AI or potentially other players, always look around depending on the difficulty and see if there's like things just lying around. Always click, at least when you're starting the game out. I'm not sure in PvP if you're able to do that, but I know there's things you can unlock.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
So that's another thing. So the amount of influence or the beauty of the town goes down when you have abandoned buildings. So if they look like this, just, you know, desolated, just garbage villages, you'll get little towns or little homes looking like that. You want to fix that because it'll cause problems later on. People, the residences, they won't like that. And sometimes, depending if you have a lot, you also get strikes too if it's near any of the industrial factories. So let's build some more homes. Let me leave a space. Okay. I'm gonna leave some space here for a pub, because I know I'm gonna need a pub later on. So I'm just gonna continue building more residences, just because we have the wood to withhold or withstand the amount. Okay, awesome. Oh, we'll be able to take that down eventually. So, let's see what else I can... Let's go up. Leave a space. Finish that off once I start unlocking
Father
more.
wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state.
Awesome.
So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up.
So with that, we're able to deconstruct our first little abandoned village. Will give us more room, so let's get that out of the way. So we do have enough farmers now to get at least 2 lumberjacks and 2 timber factories
now we have others for
or mills.
sibling.
So let's turn that on.
It's been a hard day of labor for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
Perfect. Okay, so gotta leave a space in between. So even throughout the game, what I'll probably do is, like, you know, through research, see how other people also develop their towns.
Milestone.
Just to give you guys an insight, you know, maybe some ideas on how you guys like to design the, you know, the towns as they grow. And maybe potentially how others do it too. Okay, so I think we're allowed soon. Okay, so we just need about 40 more people, 30 more people, and then we'll be able to unlock the pub. So ornaments, that's what they're called. So let me continue adding more people. Great, and I think we can start a fishery, so this is gonna give the people more food. So you see, they're also gonna need work clothes, so we're gonna have to develop that through, you know, getting goats and stuff to make the wool, and then afterwards or sheep, they'll get the wool, and then afterwards you just build the factories to make the work clothes. And then with that, you just gain more money from the town people, and, you know, it'll just continue growing. So I'm probably going to add the sheep farms on this side, probably with some of the factories. I'm gonna keep the sheep farms here, and then probably on the left side I'll have the work clothes, or at least the factories for it. So let's build a fishery first. Okay, awesome.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place.
And with that, we can get the second one removed. And there's one just lying there. I didn't even see that. Oh. So see, they're all over the place. So it does say it doesn't have enough. But I think they should be able to get enough trees soon. So you have to kind of wait, and then for like almost like the production to kind of level out.
The people need to rest and maybe wet their whistles.
So when you create a lot of these factories, just go to the warehouses. I'll show you guys through the production here. So you just, you know, sometimes when you build everything at the beginning, you just gotta wait a little bit for everything to equalize a little bit, and then afterwards, once you see that everything is matching up, then, you know, you're pretty much good. So the amount of demand that we have for the fishery, for example, you only need one building, and then here for the production, you have two. So it's perfect, everything's good. So for now, we just need one little schnapps factory to make their, you know, their drinks, and so we have none, so we just gotta do that first. More timber, the better. Alright, so I'm going to... I want to make it so that I don't see any blocks. Oh, and there's another one right there. Okay, that looks good for now. Once we have the brick roadways, they'll kind of match with this, which is like almost the shoreline road. It's different from once you add brick roads. Yeah, that's good. So I like to separate everything with one warehouse. I'll add this here. Move this up. So the upkeep of these warehouses for now are just 20 coins. So like I said in some of my other videos, is that you want to keep your production and everything in line so that, you know, you have to be in the green when you're producing. So we're down 99 coins or 99 credits. So we just got to get this up through, you know, people and everything. So that happens over time. Right, let's get the first sheep farm. I think it's 3 farms that you can build next to it. Okay, there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Perfect. So I think 1... You know what? I'm just going to build 2.
A fire broke out.
And there's a fire. This early. Okay. So we're going to need a fire station. So you know what? I'll take the place of the pub. Add that fire station here. Build this upwards. And then I'll just add the pub here too. That way everything stays in the center. And hopefully these firemen can get to the burning homes. They'll get to that. Alright, so...
Fields might help.
Don't think any more sheep or the livestock area is going to fit here. 1, 2... Put 1 up here. Okay, and now I'm going to want to separate the factories. So I'll add another warehouse here. A road around. And 1... Maybe 2. That should be good for now. So as the city grows, or the little town, then we're going to need more workload. So at least then I can get that out of the way. Don't have to worry about that too much. So let's see how the production is doing. So it is equalized. Perfect. So 4 and 4, so we're doing good. Alright, so let's see what these people need.
I shouldn't ask. We've all we've ever wished for.
Alright, so sometimes your citizens, they'll leave like little side quests. So sometimes they can give you stuff, unique people that can help you. You'll have like almost like a union office, and it'll give bonuses to the industrial factories in the area. So they work really good, even sometimes for your warehouses, and it can help boost or eliminate certain things that might affect how everything works. So always keep watch for that and try to do these side quests. And they're also interesting.
This is the way the farmers ride, hobbledy-hoy, hobbledy-hoy. This is the way the farmers ride. I know you're busy, but I've a favour to...
Alright, enough of that. So let's see. So find and collect the farmer's husband. So her husband is obviously at the pub. What a coincidence. So let's see if we can find this guy. See, we gotta look. I'm pretty sure he's at the pub. Oh yeah, he's right here. Here we go. He's having fun dancing.
Keen as a 3-legged goat.
So see how I said she gave the mate common, so it's like a common item. Let's see what bonuses. That's what I was trying to see here. Items. So see, it says self-repair 100%. I don't know if this is a one-time thing. Equipped in ships. Well, I guess it just helps with the rebuilding. So once your boat gets damaged,
The fire
then
has been vanquished.
it just repairs itself. Alright, so we have everything that we need starting off for the village. So like I said, what we did first
Nice
was
day for
we
it.
developed the lumberjack huts, and then we added 2 timber factories, and then with a warehouse. You know, in this case it's okay, I have, you know, them together, but it's just, you know, that's not a big problem. But I like to separate the factories. So here we had first sheep farms, so I kept, you know, the farmhouse or the warehouse here separate, so everything works better just specifically for this stuff. I'll add like other, you know, farms later on. So for like the potatoes, for example, we'll do that in the second episode, and then we'll also do the Schnips distillery. And afterwards I also separated here the factories for the work clothes. You know, it adds a nice effect to the island later on. You can also move it, you know, in specific areas, so we'll do that. And so we ended with 193 people. It's slowly still growing. In the second episode, we're really gonna have to work to get this in the green. And yeah, so the town looks pretty good for what it is. And got, you know, our first fire and helped our first citizen, so that's pretty good. So we'll see what we're gonna do in the next episode. We'll further more into the story and the campaign. And I'll catch you guys in episode 2. See you then.